Hello and welcome to English Bus Lessons. Nice to see you. My name is Wayne and it's a great pleasure. And it's also my great pleasure to introduce to you a new book by English Bus. It is called Super Reading Training Book. And inside are a lot of interesting stories that are also educational and very effective. They're very, very good. So let's you and I take a look and see what is inside now. So please open your book to Unit 1 on page 18. And let's see what that is all about. Now, our title of Unit 1 is Good Neighbors. We will talk about neighbors. Now, let's imagine, let's think that today or tomorrow we have to write an English test. Okay. Now, what's the first thing we must do or should do when we read something in English, reading a news story? The first thing we should do is skim. Skim. Now, what is skimming? Skim. Skim with your eyes, look at the story kind of quickly and fast. You look for the names of people, names of places, maybe names of things, like a park name or something. So let's try together. Let's look and we'll do the first paragraph, okay? The first paragraph here. So I'm reading, says that very fast, neighbors. There's a thing, People are things, okay? Live near you, okay? Community. So I'm reading very fast. There's people again, care about one another, have to, good neighbor. I like that. There's an adjective, but we can put together good neighbor. And other neighbors, many ways to do things. Okay, so those are some things. Now let's take a look at a little bit more. Let's look at the verbs or some more adjectives. People, live near you. So there's a verb. I found that. That's good in our community. Help each other. So help is a verb. I like that together. Care about one another. And you want to, let's say wants to, something, good neighbors. Be a good neighbor first. Many ways to do. So there, the first paragraph we have skimmed. We have skimmed the first paragraph. So let's take a look at my page and see what I wrote. Now here's our first step, skimming. And you and I together, we already looked for the key words, the important words. And in the first paragraph, we found words like neighbor, we found words like people, live near you, community, and help each other, care about one another. So our skimming is almost finished for the first paragraph, okay? Now, why do we skim? Because if I look at this, then maybe I can understand the first paragraph. So let me guess. Neighbors. Okay, neighbors. Maybe I know neighbors. People who live near you. Neighbors are people who live near you. So we're talking about neighbors. They live near you. Now, community. Now, maybe I don't know the meaning of community. So I'll use a dictionary and find that. Help each other. Okay, so somebody is helping other people and caring about other people, more people. So there, we have finished the skimming. So the skimming is all done, but that's the first paragraph. Now, guess what? It's your turn to finish the rest of the story. There's the first paragraph. You and I together, we skimmed it. What you need to do now is the other paragraph, the rest of the story, you have to skim it. So with your pen, with your paper, skim the story now and do the same thing that we did like this. So, ready, set, go. And when you're finished, come back. We'll look at step number 2, which is scanning. Now, the next thing is scanning. So, what is scanning? Well, in number 1, skimming, we looked very quickly and for important words, key words, and with pen and paper, we wrote them on the list. Now, scanning, we read slowly and carefully, and now we understand the story slowly and much better. So again, one more time, first paragraph. Together, we will do the first paragraph. Let's take a look at some things. Now, we have to understand the sentences now. So, shortly, neighbors are the people live near you. Okay, there's one. Neighbors are the people who live near you. Our community, people help each other. I like this. People help each other and care about one another. So now our writing is longer. Now, if you want to have a good neighbor, have a good neighbor. So have a good neighbor. You have to be a good neighbor first. So, I understand now. So, now that's paragraph 1. Now let's take a look at what I wrote. So, number 2, scanning, understand the story. And first paragraph only, neighbors live near you. That's my words. I wrote, neighbors live near you, the people who live near you. I changed the sentence. So these are my words. That's good. And you can do the same. People help each other. Very good. People take care of one another. Here's a hint. Each other, one another, they are the same. Each other, one another. It's the same thing. If you want good neighbors, you must be good too. Very good. You must also be a good neighbor. There are many ways to be a good neighbor. Okay. That's a long sentence. So now I understand the story a little. Okay, that's not bad. Now, this is only the first paragraph. And we took the key words and put them together. So, that's the scanning. That's how we scan. Number 1, skimming. Fast. Key words. That's all. Short keywords. Number 2, scanning. Now I understand the paragraph and the sentences more. Okay? And in one moment, not yet, but one moment, you have to continue and you have to do the rest of the scanning and understand the rest of the story. That's what you'll do in one moment. But first, I want to show you something. Now, we have skimmed, we have scanned, and sometimes there's some words you don't know. Maybe like community. Well, what is community? I don't know community. So what do? We can put that into my new words. All right, my new words. So with your pen and paper, always have one page for your new words. My new word, neighbor. What is neighbor? People who live near me. Neighbor. Now I remember. Community, a place where people live near each other. Many people living near each other, many neighbors. Greet, what's that? Say hello or how are you? I see. So, and noisy and privacy. Secrets, that's not a great word, but it's okay. That's a difficult one. So here are my new words. And you, when you are scanning, when you are skimming, you also can do the same thing, okay? When you're scanning and skimming on a piece of paper, you can write new words and remember and practice them. That's my hint, my tip for you, okay? So go ahead, start the scanning and finish what we did. The scanning page and my new words page continue. And when you're ready, come back. We'll look at the comprehension and checkup. Okay, comprehension and checkup time. Now we can do the test questions and see if we understand the story. So let's look at the questions. Number 1. What is the passage mainly about? Passage is the story. So what is the story about? A. Why we need neighbors? Maybe, okay. How we should treat our neighbors? Okay. And C. Where your neighbors live? So what's the story about? A, B, or C? Can you guess? Dung, 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 dung. And the answer is B. Oh, how we should treat our neighbors. Yeah, we should be kind to our neighbors, respect their privacy, and help them. There, good. Why we need neighbors? That's true, we need, but that's not the story. No. Where your neighbors live? Your neighbors live next to you. So that's not the main idea. No. B, treating our neighbors. Okay, did you get a correct answer? I hope so. Next, number 2, fill in the blanks. 1 blank, 2 blank, 3 blanks, and 4. 4 blanks. So A, something are people who live near you. Something. What do you think that is? Dogs are people who live near you? How about forests and trees? Trees are people who live near you? No. Can you remember? Yeah. All right, and the answer, maybe you got it. Neighbors in our story. Neighbors are people who live near you. All right, I hope you got a good answer. B, try to respect your neighbor's something. Your neighbor's car, your neighbor's house. What? Your neighbor's something. Can you remember in the story? Try to respect your neighbor's. Yeah, if you said privacy, then that would be correct. Oh, good. Another correct answer. Now, C is very difficult. Good neighbors often something their neighbors. Oh, that's hard. Now, some people think good neighbors respect their neighbors' privacy, but there's one problem. The apostrophe here is not here. So, respect and privacy is not the correct answer. So, good neighbors often, in the story, it said help. Help their neighbors out. There. Congratulations. Number 2, you did it. And one thing I'll show you. Good neighbors often help out their neighbors. That's also okay in English. Help out somebody. Or help somebody out is also correct. All right, now one more on this page. Number 3, write the correct word in the blank. 1 blank, 2 blank, 3 blank. A person who lives near you. Neighbor lives near you. Get to know lives near you. Or community lives near you. Well, community is not people. Get to know is not people or a person. So, again, neighbor. A neighbor is a person who lives near you. All right, good job. That's 1. 2 more. A place where people live together. Get to know is a place? Oh, maybe not. So, right, you're smart. Very, very smart. Community. Community is a place where people live together. And 1 more. Get to know. Become acquainted with someone? Right. That's true. Get to know means to become acquainted with someone. Find out what's their name, where do they live, what is their job, and what sports do they like. Get to know somebody. So, those are the questions in the book. Congratulations. Very, very good job. Now, if you made a mistake, go back and look at the story again and try it again if you had a question wrong. Now, next are my questions for you that I made for you. Let's take a look at my questions, Wayne's questions. Number 1. Which one of the following is not being a good neighbor? Not a good neighbor, a bad neighbor. Which one? Saying hello to people is a bad neighbor? No, it's actually a good neighbor, okay? Being very noisy? Maybe. Actually, it's not. It's not very, very good. And respect people's privacy is also good, so therefore, B. Being very noisy is not a good neighbor. So did you get it? Did you get the correct answer? I hope so. Now, one more down here at the bottom. Let's bring it up a little bit so you can see it better. Now, answer true or false. Yes or no. True or false. Good neighbors ask, how much money do you have? Is that good? A good neighbor? No, it's not true. No, false. F. False. It's not true. That's a bad neighbor. That's not respecting privacy. So that's bad. B. Neighbors are the people in another country. Neighbors are in another country. True or false? Yes or no? Again, false. No, because neighbors are the people living near you, not another country. Not really. No, 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 no. C. A community is a place where no people live. Of course. True or false? And it's false. Another one. False. 1, 2, 3. False. Community is a place where some people or many people live together. One more. The neighborhood is the person who lives next to you. Yes or no? True or false? Be careful. And it is one more time. False. Wow. False, 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 and false. Because the neighborhood is not a person. No, no, no. Neighborhood is a place. The neighborhood is the place where you live. The neighbor is the person. All right, good. All right. So those are the questions. All right. I hope you did really well. And next, before we finish this section, I want to tell you one thing about some words, okay? Let's practice some words here. The word practice. In the story, there's something a little difficult. Let's practice, okay? Each other is in the story, or one another. They're the same thing. Each other or one another. So let's make an example. I will talk to you. You will talk to me. Or I can change this. We, I and you is we will talk to each other. There. Or we will talk to one another. So this A, B, and C are now the same. But this sentence and this sentence are smaller than this one. Because each other. So there, that's the meaning of each other and one another. Let's look at another example of each other and one another. Okay? Again, each other is one another. Bob helped Jane. Jane helped Bob. So they, Bob and Jane, they helped each other, right? They helped one another is the same. So, there, each other and one another. Thank you very much for doing that with me. Anytime you see a word you don't know, then write it on your list. Remember the list, My New Words, and write it on your list and try to make some sentences and practice it, okay? All right, that was good. Now, the next thing is the shadow reading. Get ready. And now, let's do some shadow reading. What is shadow reading? The story, you and I together at the same time are going to read this, okay? So let's read together. Are you ready? Good neighbors. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Your neighbors are the people who live near you. In our community, people help each other and care about one another. If you want to have a good neighbor, you have to be a good neighbor first. There are many ways to do this. First, you can be nice to your neighbors. Always greet them and say, hello. Get to know them. Become friends with them. Also, don't be noisy at your home. And respect your neighbor's privacy. If they have any problems, help them out. They will help you too in the future. If you do all of these things, you can be a good neighbor. Okay, so how was that? Did you read with me at the same time? That's shadow reading, and it's very, very good, very useful. So read it again once or twice alone, and then after, take a break, okay? And I hope to see you again at our next lessons at English Boss. Thank you very, very much. Have a great day, guys.